gentlemen, my name is Shola, the Deputy Director of Publicity and Corporate Social Responsibility of the best and the world-leading initiative in Nigeria called Adolfric, Adolescent Friendly Research Initiative and Care. You can please log on to our website at www.adolfric-link.org or visit any of our social media platforms to know more about us. We are not just an NGO, we are research oriented and we care for our future.
The society we live in is not very forgiving when people make mistakes. And because of this, when teenagers, for instance, get pregnant, they get punished severely for it. Now, this is where Adolfric has stepped in. And over the last 1 year, Adolfric has successfully brought in every single teenager that came to us, in such a way that we have looked after them through their pregnancy. We have helped them as much as we could control to have a safe delivery. And perhaps the most important thing we have done for them is help them get back into the school system without any hitch, without any problem. Now, these girls also get trained and educated in such a way that they are able to go back out there and talk to their peers and educate their peers on how to abstain or how to protect themselves and prevent future occurrences of teenage pregnancy. Now, these efforts have yielded fruits, and because of that, today we are going to be hosting a special event just to recognize these girls who have gone through so much in their lives, and they have been able to triumph through our help. And today we are proud of them. We are so happy that they are at this point in their lives where they can move forward from that bad experience and then have a better life, have a chance at a better experience. A lot of dignitaries are gathered today to see what has been done by Adolfric, and all of these people are going to be donating in one way or the other, morally, financially, in any other way, in such a way that they will be able to help somebody, maybe one person, two persons, three persons, or a lot of people. And this is such an exciting thing. Adolfric has, so far so good, helped these girls single-handedly without help from anybody. And today, the fact that we might be getting some help is actually exciting, because this means we can help even more girls. And already we have placed these girls on a stipend payment of every month. We pay them some money so that they can have upkeep, they can be financially unburdened and carry out the assignments that we have given to them easily without problem. And this is yet another way that Adolfric has devised in order to take care of these girls and make sure that they have a better likelihood for a better future. So sit back and enjoy, because today we are going to have a lot of things going on. We're going to have a huge event for these girls that we have helped over the last 1 year. It is a celebration of what we have achieved, and we are proud to present it to you. It is very early in the morning, and it's going to be a beautiful day, because yes, the world is finally starting to know that teenage girls who are pregnant do not have to have their lives ended just because of it.
To this gathering, I'll run through names quickly. Mrs. Arogundate. Let's put your hands together for her. Too. Pastor Denigba is a senior donor pastor of the Redeemed Church and director at in the Ministry of Finance. Let's put your hands together for him. Thank you very much, sir, for being here. I would like you to meet our KBAC PhD, Justice of Peace, our KBAC's Royal Majesty, Oba Dr. Olatunji. KBAC. Olumojo Fimojo Kingdom. KBAC. Please join me to welcome Prince Bode Adetoyi. He's the CEO of ID Trends International Limited Lagos. Where are you, sir? KBAC. I'm over now. Thank you. Chief Mrs. Folake Adebayo, State Coordinator, Special Marshal, Federal Road Safety Corps, RSA 2, Ekiti State Command. Where are you? Please rise for recognition. Thank you, ma'am. Shato Ibu, Ayaba FM, thank you very much for being here. From Progress FM, Oluwaseyi Akombi, thank you very much for being here. From KBAC Television, Victor, where are you? Thank you very much, Victor. And myself, and we are still expecting for EKTV and Ekiti FM. And myself, I'm leading all other journalists. Thank you very much.
Adolescents represent the main viable outcome of reproductive process that forms the bridge of life linking childhood to adulthood. It is therefore not only interesting, but also pathetic to find out that the very same reproductive EU constitutes a major force, weakening and destroying this bridge of life, thereby dashing the hope of building a strong nation. In view of this, it has become imperative to support and help this needy, dying, and neglected adolescent population. Adolescent-friendly research initiative and care Adolfric is therefore a clinically and research-oriented non-governmental organization that adopts collaborative and multidisciplinary approach to provide socially acceptable, accessible, affordable, and evidence-based holistic care to adolescent boys and girls in the areas of sexuality and reproductive health needs. The NGO has taken a bold step to bring the genes of not actualizing the right of the adolescent to reproductive and sexual health information, education, and care. The NGO provides curative, rehabilitative, and preventive care to adolescents in the following target areas: family planning and emergency contraception, teenage pregnancy, unsafe abortion, human immunodeficiency virus infection and other sexual transmission infections, primary cervical cancer prevention in adolescents, harmful practices and sexual abuse, such as female genital mutilation and rape, adolescent mental health, and other male and female reproductive system related issues. Our operations have been largely reproductive health care, socio-economic reintegration, and rehabilitation of our clients. Central to these activities is the delivery of expectant teen mothers and taking them back to school after childbirth. A number of adolescents in Ekiti State have benefited from this noble gesture over the past few months. To be able to realize our goals and objectives in the above named target areas, Adolfric developed and adopted 3 major initiatives, namely Adolfric Help-Link initiatives called HOLLY, that focuses on advocacy for adolescent sexuality and reproductive health education, information, and care. And the second initiative is Adolfric Teenage Pregnancy Prevention Initiative, ATPPI, the theme of which is zero tolerance to teenage pregnancy, not only in Ekiti State, but also in Nigeria and sub-Saharan Africa. And the third initiative happens to be Adolfric Research Initiative, that focuses on research in all target areas covered by the NGO. It's my pleasure, therefore, to inform you today that we are here in partial fulfillment of our struggle to actualize the right of the adolescent to reproductive and sexual health information, education, and care. This is with a view to making Ekiti State a pace setter in the translation of adolescent reproductive health policy to action and practice, which has been neglected for long by many nations and communities. This mission of the NGO has informed the induction of our first set of adolescent clients as peer educators. We have been interacting with these girls for long and have considered them fit for the assignment. Institution of Adolescent Peer Educators, we agree with me, is a strong pillar in the strategies for adolescent reproductive health development, because the adolescent they listen to self the more, and it has more experience from them, more than we have been heard of. These inductees shall be involved in activities involving the educating and counseling of their peers, both in and out of school adolescents, on reproductive health related matters. The inductees shall be made to undergo continuous training and updates that will equip them to function satisfactorily in their newly assigned duty. They shall be entitled to a monthly allowance, among other benefits. The final acceptance of this offer is, however, subject to the inductees' parents giving consent. May I congratulate inductees and their parents and guardians on this opportunity. I want to congratulate Adolfric members on this feat and to appreciate them for the resilience and tenacity being displayed to achieve the goal of liberating the degraded adolescent population in the face of multiple economic, political, and socio-cultural challenges. At this juncture, I want to appreciate the present state government under the leadership of Governor John Kayode Fayemi and his wife, Chief Mrs. Lubisi Fayemi, for creating an unprecedented and unmatchable non-governmental organization-friendly environment for the achievement and sustenance of sustainable development goals, especially in social and health-related issues. I want to appreciate the various dignitaries, especially from the state civil service, royal fathers, friends, for coming to grace this occasion. We shall always do our best possible not to disappoint you. Finally, I want to appreciate the Almighty God for giving us the grace to conceive, actualize, and sustain this initiative. Long live Adolfric, long live Ekiti State, long live Nigeria. Thank you very much.
My name is Afisa Rinat. I attend also South Africa Grammar School. The time I'm in DS3, I went to go and play inside the bush. The time I'm coming, I knew the two guys. The strong and they raped me that time. The time I come to my class, I can't tell anything because I'm ashamed. I did. My daddy came to explain that's it.
I mean, let's I have to stop at this point. The summary is the fact that she is what she is today, if not the little we've been able to do. We'll allow the mother to talk. So, Ejo Eso Yoruba, Ugwalago Yoruba. Let's go.
Èmi mo bí Aminat. Ìgbà tí ọ̀dà ìgbà pé ọ̀rẹ́ mi ò sí ládóńgbà yẹn mo wà nílùú. Wọ́n wá pè mí pé ọmọ yẹn lóyún. Lórí wàhálà yẹn sáà ní dáàdì ẹ̀ kú sísá. Ìgbà tó di pé bàbá yẹn ó ronú pé ta ló fẹ́ bá wọn gbọ́ bùkátà yẹn pé kò sí nǹkan kan. Màsá gbọ́ pé dáàdì rẹ̀ kú, wọ́n sá pè mí pé kí mi wá. Mo wá ní bó lọ̀rọ̀ yẹn ti ṣẹlẹ̀, bó lẹ ṣe ṣe. Ó ní ọmọ yẹn lòun lọ yàgbẹ́ pé ọmọ yẹn rèpù mi pé ní school. Mo wá ní ìgbà tó yún fi dé báyẹn kí ló dé tó sọ̀rọ̀. Ó ní òun ọmọ pé oyún wà lára àwọn pé torí òun ṣe nurses. Ó nígbà tí wọ́n wá gbé òun lọ sí hospital, wọ́n sọ pé oyún ti pé oṣù 4 pé òun àwọn oníṣẹ́ nǹkan sí mọ́ pé kó wọ́n lọ fi sílẹ̀. Ẹ̀gbọ́n ẹ̀ tó jẹ́ àkọ́bí mi sá lọ fi ọlọ́pàá mú bọ́ọ̀ yẹn lóhun kó lò ní àgbà tó ti pẹ́ tí ń fìyà jẹ. Mọ̀mẹ́ ní ohun ti jáde sí i pé wọ́n sọ pé kí wọ́n foyún yẹn lẹ̀kọ́ wọ́n mọ̀sẹ̀ ní sẹ́lẹ̀ sẹ́yìn oṣù 5 ni torí pé àti dáàdì rẹ̀ fi máa dé tí dáàdì rẹ̀ fi kú lè mi fi wá bí ní tí wọ́n máa sẹ́yìn oṣù 5 ó lè ṣe fẹ́ ṣe ó ní wọ́n sà ti lọ sí wẹ́fíà pé kó wọ́n mọ̀ mówó wá kó wọ́n mọ̀ ṣe àmọ́ títí ọmọ yẹn fi bímọ àbúmọ̀ yẹn ò wá ẹ̀kan náà tọ̀ wá ni ó mú 2,000 naira wá pé káfíra nǹkan mo ní kí lọ́ọ́ rá kí lè lè rà gbàtò tó pẹ́ ẹrù ọmọ tí wọ́n ní ó gbé wá kò mẹ́rù ọmọ wá kò mú nǹkan kan wá bí mo sáà ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní yí mọ̀ nìyẹn gbàtò tẹ̀ dípá ọmọ ẹ̀yọ́ ọ̀yà tá a bí tán tó lọ dípá ọmọ ẹ̀yọ́ ọ̀yà yẹn wá júwe ọ̀dọ̀ àwọn dáàdì fún wa ní hospital wọn ní Eden a sáà gbé ọmọ yẹn lọ síbẹ̀ mo sáà dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run àwọn Eden sáà gbìyànjú fún wa gan-an wọ́n try fún wa gan-an wọ́n try fún wa torí kò sí nǹkan míì tí mo lè sọ pé àwọn gan-an tó mú wa débí kẹsà bá mi dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ wọn Ọlọ́run náà máa ran àwọn náà lọ́wọ́ wọ́n sì bẹ ìjọba kíjọba ràn mí lọ́wọ́ mi lọ́kọ́ èmi nìkan ẹ̀wọ̀n ọmọ ọdẹ mi nìkan mú dáyé láti gbá yẹn ẹ̀jọ́ o.
Thank you very much. I'm sure we are getting emotional. I am as well. We see this every day. When we go to the field, we see this every day. The main reason why we organize this is the fact that we want people out there to see the practicality of what we are doing. You might have our profile, you see them there, you see our website, but to know how enormous what we have in our hand as a society, that is why we called selected few people we think that can reason with us, can think the way we are thinking, so that we can help these adolescents. There are a lot of having arts out there. There are a lot of BDMs out there that have no hope. But let me tell you, you are their hope.
Good morning, sir. My name is Adolfric, a girl of 19 years old. I started my journey a few years ago, but thank God I'm alive today because I have so many testimonies. But I don't know be saying all this, but I just thank God that today I'm alive. I have some challenges, many challenges, but God spared my life today. I'm alive, and I thank God. I thank God for the mother that God gave to me, because He stood by me. And I thank the Adolfric that they support me. They take, because I went back to school after what happened to me. I went back to school. I just finished wrote my SSCY this year, and I thank God by next year, by God's grace, I will be in university. And I want the government and Adolfric to help me that I should go to that university by next year. Thank you.
I know that by the grace of God, by what Adolfric will do through all of us, she will be in higher institution by next year. Is it so?
Yes.
Sociology. She's interested in sociology. So,
ní ọdún bíi mẹ́ta sẹ́yìn ni mo mú ọmọ ìtì tíṣà ẹ̀ ní skul tó lóun máa gbà á sọ́dọ̀. So ìgbà tí mo dẹ̀ máa béèrè pé báwo ni tíṣà ṣe jẹ́ ni interest tó wà ní skul wọn gbà yín wípé kí jẹ́ kí tíṣà yẹn mú sọ́dọ̀ pé kò sí wàhálà, èèyàn obìnrin pé èèyàn gidi ni, pé kò sí wàhálà. So ó ṣàwà níbi ọ̀rẹ́ títí mo kàn ń wò ó pé torí ṣe ń jẹ́ èèyàn kan tí ìgbà tó wà ní kéré kò kì í fi mí sílẹ̀. Mo wá wò ó pé tó bá máa pé oṣù kan pé ṣe wọ́n á wá mi wá. Mo wá wò ó pé ṣe ń lo ọdún kan, ó lọ ọdún méjì, ó lọ ọdún mẹ́ta títí láti primary 4 títí di bíi tó fi wà ní secondary school. Ó ṣàwà ń bẹ̀. Ìgbà míì mọ́mì yẹn á pè mí pé báyìí ni ṣe ń ṣe o. Màá ní ẹ bá wí ọ̀dọ̀ yín ló wà. Mọ́mì yẹn ṣe bí ọmọ. Àwọn tó ń rí gan ń wò ó pé báwo ni ọmọ ẹ tí ò bá yàn tán tó ń ṣe ọmọ ọlọ́mọ bí eléyìí. Ni mọ́mì yẹn pè mí pé ìyá ṣe òun fẹ́ rí mi. Ó wá ní lálẹ́ ìwọ Ọlọ́run. Mo ní mo ti gbómi kaná tí màá fi ro àmàlà. Mo bá sọ ọ́ sílẹ̀. Inú mi kàn tiẹ̀ sọ. Búmà kan wà lọ́dọ̀ mo ní ẹ̀jọ̀ ara bá mi ṣé mo ní wọ́n ránṣẹ́ sí mi. Mo ní bọ́kàn tiẹ̀ gé ní gan ni màá mú ṣe òun gan kúrò ní ọ̀dọ̀ mọ́mì yìí gan. Mo ní wàhálà àti sún mi. Ni màá débẹ̀. Ni mọ́mì ni mo ṣàbá ṣe wọ́n sọkún. Ó ní kí ló ṣe ẹ́? Kò dáhùn. Mọ́mì yẹn ní kí ṣàìkó kí fọkàn mi balẹ̀. Mo rí ọmọ ẹ̀kan ó dúró. Mo rí ọ̀gá kan náà tóun náà jókòó, mọ́mì kan náà jókòó. Kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ ṣeun? Àyà mi já. Kí ló ṣe? Ni màá gbọ́, wọ́n ní ṣeun lóyún. Mo ní oyún, wọ́n ní wọ́n ní ta ló ní? Ó di ọmọ mọ́mì. Ọmọ mọ́mì mi. Mi mọ̀ nǹkan tí màá ṣe. Gbàtọ́ ṣe àpá sọ́sí gbàtọ́ sọ́sàwọ́. Wọ́n ní kí máa mú ọmọ mi lọ. Alẹ́ ti lẹ́bí aago 9. Wọ́n bá pa gbogbo ẹrù ẹ̀kọ́ pápá nǹkan sínú sack bag. Wọ́n ní kí máa mú nǹkan mi lọ. Kò bá dì í.
Orente's case is also pathetic, like any of such cases. She gave birth to the child, but unfortunately, she had a major postpartum complication. A major complication after delivery. It was a major one, and it was a big battle for everybody. I might not want to disclose it here, but we thank God she was rehabilitated. Likewise again, we are doing this to know the little we are doing. You know, they pointed to him. Shebi, you know, if he's not going there, if we are not then to hard with them, they will not be telling you all this. But the truth is, we are sweating to do this. Oriente, by the grace of God, you'll be a university student next year. And that is the baby. So kí ni nǹkan tó fẹ́ sọ fún àwọn èèyàn, kí lórúkọ ẹ̀? Kí ni nǹkan tí ó ṣẹlẹ̀ sí ẹ àti kí ni nǹkan tí Adolfric tá a ṣe tó fẹ́ sọ?
Àtàwọn oṣù kan nìyá mi ti gbé mi sílẹ̀, ẹ̀yà bàbá mi ló wá tọ́jú mi.
Well, as you see, this is BDB. This is the elder sister. You want to say something? Professor? Ẹ jẹ́ kó sọ̀rọ̀ díẹ̀.
Orúkọ mi Abọ́lájí Ọláìtó. Màá dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ dókítà àti ìyàwó wọn àti Túnjí Abẹ́. Màá dúpẹ́ gidigidi lọ́wọ́ wọn pé wọ́n ṣe dáadáa o. Pé Bídèmí ẹ jọ̀ọ́ gbogbo nǹkan tẹ́ bá ní láti fi ràn án lọ́wọ́ lórí Bídèmí àti ọmọ ìfẹ́ padà sí sí.
Well, thank you very much. I get so emotional about this case, and the reason is this. I engaged in the free health mission by a church, and I went there. And she came. I was to see her. She sat down with the baby. Immediately I saw her, I was so disturbed. How old are you? She said she's 19. I was like, 19, carrying the baby. Okay, are you okay? She said she's fine. Then, Ibolo Bimosi, that was where the issue started. She said she delivered at home. I was shocked. At home? Oh, hospital, oh, register, no registration, nothing, no antenatal care. She delivered at home. She is with her grandmother. Then I said, "You are not feeling fine. What is it?" He said, okay. At that point, I had to say, she told me the issue. And I said, okay, I have to examine you. And I just went to just an uncompleted building. And when I saw what I saw, I was down. I just felt I cannot leave this girl like this. She's been 3 weeks with Adolfric on admission. She has to enter theater twice before you can see her. Thank God today that she's getting better. The baby too, when the baby came, our pediatrician, our director of clinical services, Dr. Akani, when he saw the baby too, he did everything possible to ensure that the baby, because the baby was malnourished, not doing well, but today the baby is looking good. So, we put a lot into this. We are passionate about this, and we want to do more. And we've talked to her. Initially, she never wanted to go to school, but now she is passionate to go back to school. Very passionate. So we are giving them hope. Adolfric is giving them hope, and we want to do more than this. So, Bidemi, put your mind at rest. We don't have much, but we have God and the people, and we know that Adolfric will make sure that you become a great woman in life. And your kid, you can go and sit down. Speak your word.
My name is Marcos Yola. When this issue happened to me, my mom went out with my dad, so he told me to take care of my junior ones. So my younger brother went to play with his friends. So I was looking for him to take care of him also before my mom comes back. So there was a guy, his friend's elder brother, who was the one disturbing me, but I can't tell my mom because my mom is too harsh. She used to
beat me because I didn't even know. So the guy was the one who discouraged me because when I got here, I asked of my younger brother and his friends. So he told me that they went out to buy something for him. So I just sat down. I didn't even know what even came over him and he raped me. So I can't tell my mom because she's a very harsh someone. She can kill me because I don't even know how I can tell her. So when I was in SS2 then, my friends in school, they were the one that told me that when I was doing in SS, we used to do I was doing exam during third term. So in unified, yes, we were in the hall. So one of my friends said, "What happened to me?" I said, "I don't know." So she's the one that said, "Am I that?" Recently, I used to sleep. I said, "I don't even know what is wrong with me." So she was the one that told me that I was pregnant in the presence of my friends, my friends. So I said, I even slapped her the day. I said she should not ever tell me that in her life. So we fought that day and we did not talk together again. So during the holiday, because my dad is a bricklayer, so I used to follow him during the holidays. So we went to work. When I got home, my mommy junior sister was with her. She's a nurse. She's in teaching hospital. So she told me, she asked my mom that what's wrong with this girl. My mom said she did not know what is wrong with her because they give me herb medicine. So I take the herb medicine and I vomit everything. So she said something is wrong with me, that they should bring me to her house. So that I went to her house on Sunday, and when she found out, she said I was pregnant. They take me to a hospital around Okeyimo. The woman said that it's already 7 months, that I can't abort it again. I said it's not 7 months, that just of recent I stopped seeing my menstruation. So my dad came to my elder sister place. She was very angry. He was very angry with me that because he have the confidence in me that I can't do such thing. So my elder sister brought me to Eden Life. I want to abort it, but doctor said I can't abort it, that he should let me leave it, that I should not abort it. He said, "What department?" I said, "Science student." So that was what made him that I should not abort it, that he's going to take care of support me. So when I delivered the baby, I delivered it by myself, by God please. So, but when I delivered baby, my baby was a month old when my mom said I should go and do my wife. Because my daddy did not even want me to do it, but I give God all thanks. I give God all the thanks for making me who I am today. I just want to go back to school. I want medical lab science.
Mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run lénìí fún ìrìn àjò tí mo rìn lórí Dámilọ́lá. Mo dẹ̀ dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ àwọn dáàdì wa náà pé Ọlọ́run fi wọ́n ṣe áńgẹ́lì wa tó dúró, torí mo fẹ́ lo àpọ́ọ̀tù òun yẹn lọ́dọ̀ wọn. So wọ́n dẹ̀ bá wa sọ̀rọ̀, wọ́n ní ká má ṣe bó kéré, ọmọ 16 years bó kéré, àṣà dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run láti ìgbà tó ti lóyún yẹn náà bá mi tèkè títí tó fi máa tún bímọ kan wọ́n tún tèkè ọmọ mo ṣáà dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ ẹjọ́ òun skul ló fẹ́ padà sí ẹjọ́ kan bá mi ẹ̀pù torí ìgbà tó ọmọ ẹ̀ pọ̀ ọmọ oṣù kan ni mo lọ gbé tó lọ ṣe exam ẹjọ́.
We've unveiled 4 peer educators that we have done the little we can do within our capacity. You see, we don't want these kind of stories anymore. That is our primary aim. But how do we do that if we don't take care of the ones that are the mouth of it? So when we snatch them, we rehabilitate them, we give them hope, and we want them to go back to the society and be peer educators to their mates. We want them to develop negotiation skills, how to say no, leadership qualities, and how to face life. That is what we are doing. I will not stop until the last adolescent is delivered from this. But I know that as you are seeing all this, God will touch your heart. And I know that God is touching people's hearts right now, so that we can do a lot more. Taking care of a pregnant woman is a big issue. Then after delivery, you know there is a big lot of issue. And when they've given birth, and they say, okay, they want to go and learn trade, or they want to go back to school, you cannot quantify that. And that is why we've called you here. We are not calling the whole of Ekiti. We are calling the people that will feel that can relate with all these stories.
While we were doing their introduction, we got the best of news that one of us, Prince Bode Adetoyi, who is the MDC of High Nutrients International Limited Lagos. Every year, he does a 2.5 million naira bursary award for any 200 students of Ekiti origin under the BAM Foundation, and that will soon happen at MOBA. He has promised that these kids will benefit this time.
I want to identify with my friend. For some of you that came during his birthday, we are childhood friends, we grew together. And as part of what I'm discussing with someone I was sitting down with, all these things come from home. The way we parents, we are together. You know, it's a lesson to new couple or our parents to be. In those olden days, they will tell us, remember the son or the daughter of who you are. And when they are not even with us, we try as much as possible. At the age of, I think 21, I'm in far away Calabar, and I was serving. But because of the words they've given to us, even some of my friends, they say, let's go to Ubudukaturan. I say, no, my parents did not ask me to go there if anything happened. But what happened nowadays, all our youth, said that they are using earring, they are turning themselves to women, doing Yahoo, Yahoo Plus, Yahoo this, Yahoo negative. So it's a lesson to us that we have to look after the children. If it has happened, when it has happened, we cannot abandon them. And that is why in the last 7 years, I'm born from a poor parent, but at least they don't steal. They are very hardworking. If I don't go to the farm in the afternoon, I don't take food. And when I'm coming in the evening, I have to hawk vegetable. Even after my youth service in Lagos, I still hawk tea in the afternoon. And in doing that, that was how God sent somebody to me. And through that, he was surprised that I'm a graduate and I'm hawking tea. And I got job second day. So in summary, all this I saw in the last 7 years for some parents that came from Mabaluku government. I've extended it to Ileje and Idosi. But now, I promise that after the delivery lecture during this week for the Ekiti State youth, I said let me extend it to all the 16 local government. That's my area of giving back to the society. I believe with 10,000, 20,000, some of them they cannot complete their work. Some they cannot finish maybe the documentation for them to go for NYC. You hear so many stories. And I believe that if all these people tomorrow they become a very useful people in the society. They are the one that will develop equity, and that is why me and my friend, we are, if it's rehabilitating them and they want to go back to school, and I'm here also supporting youth education. It means that anybody that is here is automatic once is identified by Adolfric. So later, their own will even be a little bit higher than others, depending on the number that Adolfric will be giving to us.
By the power conferred on me by the management of Adolescent Friendly Research Institute by here, Adolfric. I hereby kick off the proceeding of inducting our inductees. So you say after me. So you call your name. I solemnly swear to help my peers. You say after me, solemnly swear to help my peers, especially in all matters related to their reproductive health needs. This is partly because I have been helped. And because I have a strong passion for rendering the service. I shall dedicate my time, energy, and resources to the betterment of adolescent reproductive health within my immediate environment and even beyond if given the opportunity. In the course of discharge of my duty, integrity, excellence, compassion, and decency shall be my core values. In the course of discharge of my duty to my peers, I shall strive to remain an epitome of trust, confidentiality, and good example. So help me God.
Journal will dress Miss Makonjola as well. Dami, where are you? Just step forward. Mommy will now step up and dress you now. Your tag now. Yeah, that's it. I can take that. Just take the wire out. Eat it. Professor Journal is dressing her up as a peer educator today for your mates and as a beacon of hope. Thank you. Thank you. Photographer, are you there? Edie, you have talking. Edie, please get there. Mommy, please look at camera. This goes to the world on our website, on YouTube, and everything. Equity FM has arrived at Equity Television too. Where is the reporter? Oh, what? Okay, thank you. Mr. Lo Tosin, thank you very much for being here. It's on TV tonight. Thank you. Yes, no. So, you just stay there. Mrs. Arugadade will dress Mr. Rita Luasho. Thank you. Let's put our hands together. Please step out. Yeah. Thank you so much. Is the PS still there? It's gone now. It's up, yeah. Yes. The Chief Medical Director of State University to former CMD, would dress Miss Azizat Amina. Amina, where are you? CMD will dress you. So that you become a doctor and then become everything you want to become in life. Everything you want to become. As Amina. See how beautiful she can be. Thank you very much. Look at camera. See Edie, it's photograph. This goes to the news and goes everywhere. Yes. P.S. You are here, finally. Come and say, don't sit down. You will dress Miss Abalajibidemi Elizabeth. And, thank you, CMD. Thank you very much. Come and say, you will dress Abalajibidemi Elizabeth. And that's okay. The letters in their hands as letters confirming them as peer educators. Thank you very much. Thank you. Kabiyesi, you pray for all of them. Kabiyesi, you pray for them.
I will pray. Father, in Jesus' name, Lord, we appreciate you for a time like this. We glorify your holy name for all you are doing. Thank you for emotional intelligence you are giving to Adolfric. Thank you for emotional intelligence you are giving to Adolfric to involve in all these activities concerning these our daughters. Father, accept our time in Jesus' name. Lord, we want you to give these children excellent spirit to move further in life. Let it be, O Lord, in the mighty name of Jesus. Lord, we need your financial power so that all these children, they will be given what is required of them at the point they are need in the mighty name of Jesus. Coming to Adolfric, Lord, they need excellent spirit too to move forward. Give to them in the mighty name of Jesus. Lord, empower them, O Lord. So all the Christians here, give to them the mind to collaborate, synergize with Adolfric in the mighty name of Jesus. In as much all of us here were here to add value to life, Lord, increase our life, O Lord, in the mighty name of Jesus. Add value to our life in the mighty name of Jesus. Thank you because you have heard us. In Jesus' mighty name we pray.
Amen.
Say good afternoon, Kabiyesi, the special guests, and the peer educators. Well, I received a call from my brother only on Monday that an event was going to take place there. And I'm happy to be part of this ceremony. And I want to commend the initiative of this organization for supporting these children. And I'm here in two capacities, but one will be more prominent because I'm a chairman to an NGO, and one of our focal areas is to assist the vulnerable children. So in that capacity, I would say my organization will support with 50,000.
Royal Father, Chairman of Board for Associates and Farmers Secretaries, esteemed ladies and gentlemen here present. As I sat down there, listening to the story of the girls, I wept. At some point in time, I couldn't even look them in the face any longer. I had to divert my energy and attention to some other things so that I will not cry visibly. I wept not because I have not seen this kind of cases before. I'm a doctor, practice in the hospital, came to see people in these situations. I did not weep because of they themselves who have been able to weather the storm and are now rehabilitated. I wept because what we are seeing today is just an husband of what we have in society. The society is horribly going through a very challenging situation. Not all of the people who get pregnant in these situations we get to hear about. A number of them die, a number of them go through very challenging situations. There are some people who are even very highly placed who have gone through these similar situations when they were younger, but they were lucky to be easily rehabilitated and they quickly forget about what we are doing. So it was a good thing to see today that these people who have been rehabilitated have been brought up as peer educators to actually minister to others and tell people of their story and thereby encourage them, because people tend to believe those who have gone through similar situations in the past. I will not be making a donation, unfortunately, but I will be leading a campaign that each and every one of us here can help.
The First Lady of Ekiti State is also interested in sex education. So, on our part, we will look at a way where we can get Adolfric, where if there is a way we can get their initiative to be more exposed, to Because if we are going to do some kind of sex education for junior secondary schools, for senior primary schools, ours will cover the whole state and will give them better exposure, and I think that that's a way that we can collaborate together. What I have always done when situations like this arise is usually not to give. I actually have not even limited myself to girls. I've gone with boys and girls that I have some adopted children that at least now one got married, is a young man, got married last year, graduated, stayed with me, did NYC, got him a job, now he's working. I had one, it's also there. So what just came to my mind when they were doing this is to again want to adopt one of them as my own. And to do that means that I will take responsibility for her. And who my mind is going to is the person that said, my mother drugged me as a baby. I don't know who that person is. Like my grandmother. So, and hopefully be able to get her through university education. So after this, I will get her contact. She will link up with me, and I will take off from there.
A pleasure to be here. I'm going to start by talking about two major experiences that shaped my life. The first one was when I was in GSS1 in Christ Girls School here. There was this day on the assembly when my principal came on the stage and said, "Ekui Deleo." We said, "Yes, ma." And then she said, "Idele Tani." We answered, "Rachel." And then she said, "Kiloshe," and everybody answered, "Oloyo." And then we laughed. It was something of ridicule. It was something to laugh about. At that age, we didn't know better. And then fast forward to 11 years later, I was 22 years old. I walked into a clinic and demanded for contraception. The response of the nurse that attended to me, I can still hear her talking right now in my head. She screamed, "What? Iwowo, Omotanye, Abegune Tibo, should be as a stab. Ha! Iwowo yi, kí ló fẹ́ fi contraception ṣe?" Her response was so damaging. I felt bad. I felt put down. Like, okay, maybe this is a bad thing. I left that place that day without actually getting that contraception. This showed me two aspects of our society. The first one is the ridicule of racial. The fact that children who get pregnant, adolescents who get pregnant, are ridiculed for it. And then when eventually a child tries to take a step that I don't want to get pregnant outside of wedlock, I want to get contraception, the response to that is also the same ridicule. So either ways, we are losers. One way or another. Either you try to not get contraception and keep it a secret, or get contraception, you are still losing because you're still going to face this ridicule in the society.
I want to appreciate every one of us, my ogas, my mommies, my daddies, you and you honored us. We have really benefited from your wealth and length of experience. And thank you for everything you have promised, and we know that you are going to keep to them. We also want to thank all members of Adolfric for the yeoman job that we have been doing. And we just pray that God will continue to give us the strength, because the work is enormous. It's very enormous. We pray that God will continue to give us the strength and continue to encourage us to do more. We appreciate all of you, and we know that we will spread this news to far and abroad. We have a lot to do, and I pray that God will continue to put it in our hearts to do it for these people in Jesus' name. Thank you very much. Adelebari Arinakori Akuyaibi Lórúkọ Jésù. And we will still be calling on you from time to time, and we know that you will honor us. Thank you very much.